Namaste, pranams. A very good evening, dear sisters and brothers. Welcome to the evening session of Being Heartful Every Day. We are into week 44, and it is 302 days of this endeavor. And prayerfulness is the quality we are looking at for this week. And we all have that thought and gesture in our hand to spread our master's message to every household, to every individual. And for that, one very simple thing we all can do is to share the invitation for master classes and being heartful every day with our friends and family. And we would read from A User's Guide to Living, Part 3. So, this is a series of articles Daji had given in the Heartfulness magazine. Okay. So, this was first published during the February in the February edition of 2020. Uniting Humanity. Daji continues his series on daily living and human transformation. In this article, he introduces the second principle of the user's guide, the science of filling the heart with love through prayer, and the connecting link that unites everything in this universe. In part 2, he introduced 5 key elements of self-development and the 10 universal principles that provide a roadmap to a fulfilling life. So those 5 principles are depicted here. The core being the practice, essential values, behavior from being to doing, leadership, developing self and others. And the last one, continuous improvement. Within these 5 elements are 10 universal principles. The practice. The practice consists of the first 3 principles. Create a daily morning meditation practice scientifically. Fill your heart with love before starting meditation and before sleeping. Fix your goal and do not rest until you attain it. And within the essential values, we have the 4th and the 5th principle. Live simply to be in tune with nature. Be truthful and accept challenges as being for your betterment. The principles 6, 7, and 8 come under behavior, from being to doing. Know everyone as one, treating them equally and harmoniously. Do not seek revenge for the wrongs done by others. Instead, always be grateful. Honor the resources you are given as sacred with an attitude of purity, including food and money. 9th principle is the value of leadership, where Daji suggests become a role model by inspiring love and sacredness in others. Accept the richness of their diversity while also accepting that we are all one. The 10th one, continuous improvement. Introspect daily before bedtime so as to correct your faults and avoid making the same mistake twice. Around the time Babuji was writing the 10 Maxims, World War II was raging in full swing, taking in its wake tens of millions of precious lives. In addition to young soldiers on both sides of the conflicts, millions of innocent lives were taken as a result of ethnic hatred and religious bigotry. Meanwhile, in India, the country was being torn apart by raging religious fanaticism. Pained by this mindless and monstrous atrocity of person killing person in the name of God and religion, Babuji declared, quote, God is not to be found within the fold of a particular religion or sect. He is not confined within certain forms, nor is he to be traced out from within the scriptures. We have to seek for him in the innermost core of our heart. Unquote. Though his cry of anguish fell on deaf ears at that time, it has become one of the defining phrases of a universal movement that wholeheartedly embraces all religions and faiths without distinction. Babuji envisioned that the movement that started as a mere trickle would sweep the world and lay the foundation of a world based on spirituality defined by love and unity. At that time, nobody could even visualize that many spiritual organizations and movements would come together, yet we have already witnessed this starting. It is only beginning. This silent revolution is slowly and surely transforming human consciousness. In Babuji's experience, God is the ever abiding eternal presence in the heart of every being, endowed with the faculties of self reflection and awareness. We humans have the capacity to realize this presence within ourselves, and that simply happens by refining the mind, by removing all the complexities and impurities that we have acquired. It also happens as a result of purifying the heart of all desires and passions that weigh it down. To enable this, he created the heartfulness practices of meditation, cleaning, and prayer. The second principle explains the vital importance of prayer, how it is to be done, to whom we should address our prayer, and finally, what is the outcome of the end state of prayer. Let us now stop here. We will continue reading this tomorrow. And it is now time for universal prayer. So let us all get settled. Sit very comfortably. Gently closing our eyes and connecting to the source of divinity within our hearts. And as Babuji says, this source of divinity is present in hearts of every human being. Let us feel connected through this commonality we all have, having the same source of divinity within all of us. with this feeling of oneness. Let us offer this universal prayer. All sisters and brothers are being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. आइए हम सब अपने हृदय में उपस्थित दिव्यता के स्रोत से जुड़ जाएं, और जैसे बाबूजी महाराज कहते हैं, हर मनुष्य के हृदय में ये दिव्यता का स्रोत मौजूद है, और इस तरह से हम सब एक दूसरे के साथ जुड़े हुए हैं। एकता के इस भाव में आइए ये सार्वभौमिक प्रार्थना करें। सभी भाई बहन प्रेम और भक्ति से भर रहे हैं, और उनमें सच्ची श्रद्धा दृढ़ होती जा रही है। प्रार्थना के इस भाव में हम 15 मिनट तक इसे जारी रखें। Let us continue in this prayerful state for next 15 minutes. Thank you, sisters and brothers. May that state of prayerfulness continue. And as we would end our day, let us offer our bedtime prayer and also take a little time to reflect on our day today, focusing on our 10th principle, the quality of continuous improvement. May you all have a restful and rejuvenating sleep, and see you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for the morning meditation session. Thank you so much for joining. Have a restful night.